Is there a market for using video calling like Skype for seeing clients that you wouldn't normally be able to see due to distance? And is this a normal practice or are there too many limitations to it?
There's a lot of limitations. So Medicare clients, you can't see anyone on EPC, you can't. Some health funds, you cannot either. I have done it. It's a challenging medium. Sometimes there is technological issues which then obviously affect the flow of the conversation. Also, the sort of clients that you might want to be accessing may not have appropriate resources to do that. I find it works better if you have an initial in person, but a lot of programs these days are operating in that space and it does work okay. But a lot of people like that one-on-one contact, so there's definitely a market for it, but there's a lot of restrictions, particularly when it comes to rebating that service.
Yeah, by far the biggest limitation is just around the rebates. It's just around Medicare, DVA, and then the private health. Like most of the time, you're not going to get the rebate back for your clients, so they have to pay full fee-paying clients, which is a limitation in itself because money is an issue. When we just talked the last question around money and people doing things cheaper, it's just around that. But also this thing called telehealth, I've talked about it previously. That is something you can access for people that are in rural and remote areas. But again, it's something that you kind of need approval for. It's not like Sable, we don't actually do it. To give you some idea of the issues that are with telehealth. But yeah, I've done it before. I've done it with full fee paying clients, with sports clients mainly, but having the consult in person, especially as a sport, like an athlete and doing body composition is a big thing. And it's awkward as hell. Like we are experienced enough that when someone walks in, we can generally tell different things that are wrong with them just by looking at them.
You're like, can you stand up and rotate?
Yeah, telling someone to stand up and turn around is something that I would not advise. I haven't done it, but I've wanted to in every single video.
Yeah, it might be like looking at someone, like a diabetic's feet, for example, and you think, oh, that's not good. Or if they've got their legs are swollen, for example, and they're only looking at up here, it's just,
some people
it's
like,
challenges.
it's like, oh, I've got a problem with mine. It's like, you look like perfect from here up, but then, so it's like that awkward thing. So there's limitations both on the monetary side, but also limitations in the practical applications of technology, but then the limitations around your ability as a clinician to actually get the result for your clients. So yes, it could be a useful thing. I don't think it should be your core purpose. If it is your core purpose, power to you. But in terms of the quality that you can deliver, I think it becomes difficult. There you go. Cool.
How do we appeal to clients and promote ourselves when there are so many other people working in the nutrition space, especially when these other options may be cheaper, i.e. online diet plans, PTs, Insta models?
Be better, be good.
Yeah. It's time. It's not something. It's something that we've wrestled with a lot. Like you can't market yourself how they market it. We have guidelines. We have things that we need to follow. So unfortunately, won't be able to compete with people that have a hot ass and do testimonials with before and after photos.
And even if you are a dietitian and you have a hot ass and you want to show it to get clients, cool, but it doesn't make your information any better or more appealing either, because most dietitians have good asses because, well, we know what we're doing. So, like, great, but yeah, we have restrictions.
So like, I think in this space, like a lot of dietitians, especially one that's on Instagram a bit more heavily, tend to be tracing a line between what is okay and not, and what you want to stand for. So really trying to identify what you want to stand for. If you want to be someone that wants to do before and afters of your journey and get famous off that, your prerogative, you can do that. If you want to be the dietitian that gets clients because of that, or you want to be the dietitian that gets clients because you provide valuable content, you get good results for your clients, and they word of mouth outside of social.
You don't need to actively complete. As a dietitian, you just need to be doing a good job with your clients, and I think you will make an impact, even if it's at that individual level. I think these days people want to be making an impact to this big, broader, greater, and that's good. I mean, that's what we want to do as well, but there's nothing wrong with starting off and making an impact here, because exactly what Tyson said, if you make an impact with your clients and it's consistent and it continues to spread, well, that in itself is changing the name of dietetics. It's changing the name of you within your area. And then for sure, if you can't use that as testimonials, people still talk between each other.
The whole question is kind of rigged, because the question is around like, how do I market myself in private practice to get bloody work? It's just like, like Peter said, be
Just
better.
do the work and be better.
Yeah, and if you're working by yourself and you don't know what the hell you're doing, find someone else you could work for where maybe you will learn what the fuck to do. So like that would be a thing. Like a lot of people that have this struggle are usually working private practice for themselves. It's just like they haven't had the guidance, they don't have the business acumen, they don't know how to spend money in marketing to be the most effective. And it is hard. It's hard as shit. We struggle with it. We're trying to improve things all the friggin' time. That's why we're
But
doing
it's a
this.
full-time bloody
But, like,
job,
yeah.
so it does obviously consume a lot of time. The best thing obviously I did was not doing it myself anymore and sort of more working in a collaborative space, because it is just really hard. But if you're already within a medical centre or a location where you kind of don't necessarily have to be pushing the greater marketing, you can still be really good in those spaces too. And if it's good referral point and you don't really have to work hard, then lucky you.
And it's kind of like old school. Like the reason why we've built what we've built is not on the back of social media being mint. It's the basis of being good dietitians and doing good kind of sales in terms of marketing ourselves as dietitians to the people that are actually going to refer clients to us, or marketing ourselves to organisations that are going to refer clients to us. Not about being an Instagram influencer, because as you can tell by all of our profiles, it's not like we're rocking 100k and we're just getting people hitting us up and buying our online diet plan or buying our 12-month transformation package.
Please take 20% off my product.
Yeah, like we're not doing any of that stuff, but we're still successful and the most successful private practice company in Australia, but not on the back of that. So there's other ways of doing things. Don't think you need to compete in that same market with those people.
Or lower your integrity in relation to that as well.
Yeah, so you can do different things in different ways to get the same result, but it's just a longer game, and it's not going to be that ego-driven game, which is a lot of people are playing at the moment.
Ego-driven.
Mic drop on.